Okay, good afternoon all. Hope everyone is well. So, Karina, good morning to you. So, I've been away, long weekend, had a great weekend, actually, really relaxing. I can't stress enough how good it is to take a break once in a while. So, feel super relaxed, actually. So, let's see how we get on this week anyway. So, I looked at the charts yesterday when I got back. ATR was tiny. It was really kind of slow, wasn't it? Really kind of bit of an odd day. I don't think I've seen the ATR that small. So it just a slow grind up. We had that big gap up, so it's hard to know whether we're going to fill that. It's such a sizey gap, isn't it? What is it? It's a fair old size, 10, 20, 30. It's about 40 points up. And then we just had a slow grind. So let's see what sort of day we have today. Bookmap, there's orders up and down all over Bookmap. So there is what looks like two legs back. I'm just sitting tight here at the moment because I've got two schools of thought here, two separate legs, and we're getting a bit flat at the top, so we could be dropping out some range tops. Or I've got this where it still fits, in which case we may push up. So you've got to be a little bit careful. So we just kind of sit and wait and see what happens. Yeah, the bar was okay, but it really needs to trigger below there, really. Did look like two legs back, but it's just a bit early for me. Let's just pop that one. ISO can, how you doing, pal? Just kill that colour a bit. It's a bit too in your face. Okay, that's my point going along there. You never know whether we're going to actually range for a bit. I mean, we're into all-time highs. We're not far off the 700s up here. Trouble is, when you're into all-time highs, you've got nothing to sort of bounce against. So you don't know how far it's going to go or when it's going to decide to. But I'd like to see it at least attempt to. We didn't really get an attempt. We had that big gap up yesterday, and then it just slowly grinding right up and up and up. So I'd like to at least attempt to fill that gap. I'm pretty sure we got gaps further back here as well. May have filled them. It's hard to say. So 1, 2, 3. That's what I mean. You never quite know whether we're ranging here and this may continue up, or whether it's just kind of a larger range, in which case it's going to come down. So Bookmap's not really telling us a great deal at the moment. It's just there's orders all over the shop. Orders down here, orders up here. It's a bit too earlier in the day actually, but I nearly didn't get here actually. I forgot the clocks went forward. The clocks went back in the UK, so we are now behind. So I literally just twigged earlier on and changed my timing. So I don't want to go long here at the moment because we've bounced 3 times there. We've found some strong resistance. So going long into that for me is just a bit risky at the moment. So we've had a break of this channel, 2 attempts to break the highs, and we haven't as yet. So we could trap some longs here. This thing may come down. Trouble is, I don't want to go long either because that is the only bit of liquidity I can see. So we could have 2 legs and it may go higher. So I'm just sitting tight here at the moment. So we have got some news, 2 lots of news coming up, 2 o'clock and a few minutes past 2. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Okay, so I definitely didn't want to go along there. My guess is that was a trap because we've had a small break here and a couple of attempts. I also didn't want to go short because that's the only bit of liquidity I can see. So you don't know whether it's going to go down, stop that out, and then push up. So at the moment, I'm just sitting tight. Because now there could be a second entry long. Same again, I won't want to go long here. You could say 1, 2, 3. There's a triple test to go long, but this could be finding range tops, in which case we may have a drop, which looks like we are. There is a failure there, but I don't want to take that. It's so far from that AMA. So I would consider that as overnight highs and overnight lows. So are we? You can see how that's played a part there. You can see there. So I just want to keep that in consideration. Okay, so we have got overnight highs here. You can see it played a part there. So we may get a bounce there. It's hard to say. Fact, that's actually better. Perfect touch, perfect touch. You can see there we had 2 bounces under it, 2 bounces on it, and you can see it there. So you've got to pay attention to that. That would keep me out of any types of shorts here. I don't think I'd take a short here. It didn't look too bad on here, but it is a failure, but it's just too far from that AMA. And with the overnight highs there, there's always that possibility that that could play a part. It's just too far from the EMA. We're going a bit sideways here, so it could pump up. It's hard to say, really, but I'm just sitting tight here. starting to go a little bit sideways here. You can see it clearer here. So another reason not to take that. There's nothing worse. It may go down. There's nothing worse than taking that and end up getting stopped out. Just too far from that EMA. Okay, we do seem to be through that. We need a break here, a decent break. It's a small break that we need to get back to that EMA and clear out some of this liquidity. It's clearly getting a bit congested. So quick push up, clear out some of this. Push up. There we go. Now let's clear out some of this liquidity before it does anything else. Did you see that video that Matt put up there, Karine? I did message you about it. He actually put one of his students on there who took a trade or took 3 trades, I think, using Renko bars. I'd never seen. I didn't think Matt would do that, to be honest with you. He's usually a stickler for the rules, keeping things as they should be. I was quite surprised to see that. Pleasantly surprised, though, but it's nice to see him. People using the strategy, but maybe with a different style of bars. It was quite interesting to see. I'll show you. I think it was on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember. I think it was Thursday. I did drop you a message. Let me have a look. Ah, that was it, yeah. This one there, I've killed the sound anyway, but yeah, there you go. I think he put that a guy sent in 3, but he took 3 trays, but that was from 3 days ago. Never seen him do that before. He's always really sort of true to the cause, so to speak. But yeah, he was, trading the same sort of style, second entries and failures and what have you. But so from 3 days ago, just have a look at it. Episode 10, 24, 2025. Have a look through that. Interesting. It was interesting to watch. As I say, I've never seen him do anything different. It's always nice to look at, to look at changing things to see how they work. Because I think we all go through that phase where we try to make things better, easier, more successful, so on and so forth. I shared a message with Mac maybe a couple of years ago now, and he said it's perfectly natural to try new things and adapt and kind of find your own style. Yeah, I think the guy posted 3 trades, but it's normal to play around and see if you can make things better. We all kind of want more success. We all kind of want to take more successful trades. But low again today. Considering when did the market officially open? It was around about here. So that's all we've had. We have got some news coming up, but that is medium impact news. There's still plenty of orders still on Bookmap. Mind you, it is a bit early. Perhaps people are waiting. It's a bit hit and miss, medium impact, but over the last sort of 12 months, medium impact does kind of play a role. So it's always best to be flat. You never quite know whether it's going to be that time that it's just going to decide to spike in one direction and cause you some problems. So it does look like it was ranging. When we hit this 3 times, my thought process was we may be making range tops. So you really got to pause looking for long then. It's so easy to do something like this and think this thing's going up some more. But when we've hit this pretty accurately 3 times in a row and it couldn't get above there, that does to me look like 2 separate legs. You could argue it's a channel, but you can clearly see there's 2 pushes up. And then we make a further 2 attempts, and then down it comes slowly, I might add. But it does look like it's slightly going to test this area, which you would expect. My only slight concern is with this big gap. Now, is this going to start to range? The trouble is, if you decide to think it's a range and decide to take a long, it may trigger you and come down and spend the chunk of the day coming down towards that gap. It's still a fair distance. I think from the top of the gap, I think that's where it gapped up to. So we've still got the best part of 40 points. Well, we've got 40 points. The gap itself it's hard to tell, really. I think it's probably a 40-point gap thereabouts. Yeah, I think it is. Can't see if there's a stem there, but yeah, for argument's sake, let's call it 40 points. And to where we are now, 40 points in the other direction. So, yeah, it's hard to know. You never quite know. As we know, markets do like to fill those gaps relatively quickly, especially such a big size. Little Hammer, how you doing, buddy? So it's hard to know, really. You kind of have different thoughts, don't we? We thinking about that it's got to try and go down, but then you would kind of be thinking about shorts, but if only life was that simple. So I had a long weekend away down in Winchester. We went down to visit my sister, stopped in a nice hotel, ate in some nice restaurants. Stunning, actually. Really nice. If you're ever in the UK, I'm all right, bud. I'm all right. If you're ever in the UK and you get the chance to go down to Winchester, Winchester Cathedral is just immense. It's 900 years old. There was one there for 400 years. How the hell they build architecture like that 900 years ago is beyond me. But there's loads of bones of kings and all that buried there, since the bones of St. Swithin's, which was, supposed to be a, sort of historical type figure. But it's stunning. But we went in this bar, which was from 1450. It's all oak beams, and it is incredible. It really is. It's beautiful. There's like, you go in, there's two little levels. There's a level above you, and it's just stunning. So I can't tell you, I've taken very little time off trading, but when it does get a bit stressful, I can't tell you how important it is to take a breather from it. Going away, I feel so much relaxed. I can just feel that tension is just lifted. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to make a point of every 2 to 3 months getting away for a long weekend, because it doesn't half make a difference. Matt being open-minded now, even saying, well, it's funny, Russ, you should say that. About a year ago, he was just talking about, how much profit we go to. And he said, if you can only afford to trade 1 to 2 contracts, you need to go for more points because the numbers don't work. Those are the words he said. I think most of us were in shock because he's always been a stickler for 1 point. But, as I've said this many times before, if you think about it with common sense, if your cost price goes up, whatever you buy, if you've got a business and your cost price comes up, I don't know, you sell McDonald's. If your cost price goes up, so if you're spending more money on the patties, the meat patties from the manufacturers, you have to put your sales price up. And it's exactly the same with trading. If each one of these signal bars are larger than they normally are, the risk's larger, so you have to put your profits up. Now, I understand if Mac's been trading for 28 years and he has a 99% win rate, it's neither here or there to him. And as I say, if he uses runners and he mitigates that loss with a runner, I understand if it's not broke, why fix it? But from a newbie's point of view or a less experienced point of view, and I put myself in that category, certainly a less experienced trader, I think it makes sense to go for more points just to cover your asses, to be honest with you. But he does. He seems to be opening up. He must get emails of people saying that I go for more points now and I get success with it and so on and so forth. But common sense would tell you. Excuse me, just a sec. Yeah, I mean, if something costs you more, you have to put your profits up. You think he said 97%. So if his win rate is 97%, so he loses 3 trades every 100. So if you think about out of those 97 winners, how much he makes on those runners, it will more than cover it. So I understand when you're that successful at something, not changing something. I absolutely get it. We've all heard the phrase, if it's not broke, why fix it? So I get it. But it does take years to be able to get a win rate like that. It really does. You've really got to be very, very good at reading the market. Now, I have thought on and off about one contract, and is there any real benefits to it? And for me, I'd say no. Now, if I go for even 2 points, every time I win a trade, I'm making 100% more profit. So even if I lose 1 extra trade every 4 trades, it's still profitable for me. Now, obviously, Matt, trades with a runner, and he's very good at reading the market, and I dare say he will sort of get maximum profits out of his runners. So I understand him not changing things, but for me personally, I think 2 points is a good starting place. But yeah, as we've had this conversation 1,000 times before, I've got a habit of repeating myself. Damn, we got news coming up soon. But it's up to you, really. It's kind of trial and error. Some people don't want the risk. Some people don't mind. Some people can play the numbers. Some people don't mind losses. They can deal with losses, and whatever they decide to go for, they can do it. But yeah, couldn't agree more. I've been around 70% the last month, but going for 1 point profit has been going. Yeah, news already, is it? News is early, isn't it? 4 minutes early. Yeah. I mean, if you've been trading for 20 years, this same strategy, you're going to be very good at it. There's no doubt about it. And you're going to make money at a point. But if you look at if you look at all the, I've done this. If you look at all the trades that Mac marks, it's very few that don't make 2 points plus. And when I say very few, it was about 97% of them do. And when you're earning 100% more profit per trade, it's a no-brainer for me. But, I actually really like this bar here. We've had 2 attempts at big push-up and a big bearish bar. I think that's not a bad trade to go short. My only slight concern is we've got this news coming up in 3 minutes. So if we got a channel down here like this, we've got a bit of a break, 2 pushes up, big bearish bar. I think that's a good short, personally. But because of the news, I'm just a little bit concerned. Because I know if you look at bookmap, you can see the orders getting yanked. There's the orders. You can see them disappearing. Everything's going black. So all the orders that people have got, sat there waiting, they're starting to pull them. So you don't know when those orders get yanked. You don't know when those orders get yanked. The market slows down that much that it doesn't do much. So that clearly went for 3 points, as I thought it would. You can clearly see 2 pushes up, big bearish bar. But unfortunately, because of the news, I've decided to leave it. KQ, how you doing, bud? Brant, I watched a video last night. This little pink range in the start. To me, you couldn't identify the bottom. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Renko bars look easy, but if it was that easy, everyone would be using. But there's a learning curve with anything. Now, the guy showed 3 trades. Now, it's easy to find 3 trades that win, isn't it? But doing it consistently over time, it's never going to be that easy. This does break up the picture a little bit. It does tell you more information. Now, just from maybe an inexperienced trader looking at these 2 charts, a Renko chart is going to look less confusing. But once you're used to seeing these charts and you can identify, yeah, we do have, choppy days where things don't make sense. But for the most, we can kind of, get what's going on. But if Renko bars were that easy, then everyone will be making as much money as Karina. And we know Karina trades Renko bars, but I don't know anybody else, to be honest with you, who trades them. But so there is kind of a lower high there. But as I say, this news is coming up in about 40 seconds. So hopefully this news comes and goes. I just can't help but thinking about that big gap getting filled. There's no guarantees it's going to be filled straight away. But where's this news coming up? Okay, news any second. 15 seconds. Yeah, see, I mean, sometimes it can be a little misleading. If something looks easy, doesn't necessarily mean it, mean it is. So let's see what happens here. Okay, news. This is the news now. In fact, we had a little bit of a spike about 3 minutes ago. So you can see the orders being yanked in bookmap. Yeah, there's 1 or 2, but these are quite far out the way. You don't expect, every one of these to disappear. But you can clearly see how it just literally feathers off, can't you? So it's a bit weird that it's sort of gone slow now. I want a lower high here, really. There is one here. My slight concern, it's a bit congested here. It's a little bit sideways, so it could quickly pop up. Could get a leg up and a leg up. But it's nice to see that Mac is a little, maybe a little bit more open-minded. He must get loads of... What's going on here? Okay, my mistake. There's some more news 3 minutes past. He must get lots of videos, lots of emails about people swapping and changing. He's bound to, isn't he? We've all kind of done it. I've all, looked at range bars like a few of us have, because they kind of look easy, but sometimes things look a little bit easier than they are. I don't think there's any easy strategy in trading. There's no easy way. You just need to pick a strategy that's got some that works, that's got some credibility, and just learn it well. That's all you can do. There's not such thing as easy trading. You can make it easier by picking a strategy that works and learning it well. But I think as human beings, we kind of look for ways of making things easier, don't we? We kind of look for that magic bullet when we've all heard of a million times it doesn't really exist. But yeah, I mean, life's never that easy. It's never going to be, is it? Okay, so we got some more news coming up in about 30 seconds. So I do like this. So my gut feeling is this will probably come down here and clear this bottom. Obviously, it depends on the news. But we had a push up and a push down, a little bit sideways, which with the news coming up, you'd probably expect a little bit. There is a failure there, but it's just stacked up. So that news comes up, it could shoot it in any direction. So, in fact, the news has come and gone, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. So why is it stacking up really slowly? It should move now, I think, with the news. I'm missing something. Okay, I'd expect it to push up and clear some of this. So push up, second entry short, and then down to test these lows. Okay, that's cleared any possible liquidity. You can see that bar there. There's bound to be someone short in that. So I'd like to see that bar trigger and then maybe start to push down. So we got a channel down, 2 pushes up. I wouldn't take a short unless it broke above there. Possible second entry short, channel down. Okay, let's see what happens now. You couldn't come back to the regular chart. I see noise and wicks, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little bit more confusing to look at in first glance, but I bet Renko isn't as easy as it looks. There's bound to be a learning curve. That's tempting there. Second entry short. I don't like where it is, though. It's hit the AMA and bounced back up. Yeah, there's always a learning curve. You know, no argument there. Let's just get an order ready just in case. Where's it gone? There it is. 14 ticks. It's a bit large, that is. I like it, though.
Order submitted.
Okay, see how we get on. Channel down. Second entry short. Come on, push down on me. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't go that way. This is not looking good. Channel down. Second entry short. I actually like that. It is a second entry short. Channel down. 2 legs up. I don't like the way it's flickering around, that's for certain. So we've got to push up, 2 attempts to push lower. It could still move up. It's getting a little bit stacked here, isn't it? Do I trade channels? Sort of, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, when we pull back like that, it is going to be a little flat. See, I'd like to see this bar trigger, and then we get a lower high then. I don't want it to go up too much, though. It is a second entry short. We've got a channel down there, 2 attempts to push up. We haven't made a new low from this channel. So I still expect it to come down. It is starting to get a little bit sideways. That's the problem. So that bar's triggered. Let's see if it comes down. I actually like that. Channel down, 2 attempts to push up, big bearish bar, straight down below the EMA, triggered. There may be a lower high, we'll see. It's not looking good, is it? I'm just going to give that 1 extra tick. Because at 15, there's some orders at 15. Yeah, I just trade ES, yeah. Maybe this will be a lower high. See what happens here. Looking like it's going to come and get me, doesn't it? Yeah, there's orders at 15, see, so it looks like it's going to hit those orders and come and get me. It is frustrating, but I don't really want to give it any more space. chances are sometimes it'll hit you with a tick and then come down. And that's so annoying just for the sake of one tick. Come on, push you bummer. If we can get below here, it's game over, I think. Just it's trying to. Oh, I'm not touching it now, no. I'll give it one extra tick because, mind you, the orders are at 15. So, in fact, let's just leave it where it is. Well, I've put it there now. Let's just leave it. This needs to trigger below, really. Drop. Get below there, we've got half a chance then. One more tick. Come on. Come on. I like the trade. It is a set. The fact that it's gone up and it hasn't quite taken it yet gives me some hope. And sometimes if it does hold, it'll pay off. There's bound to be some stops there. See, we just need to get, if we get below here, we got half a chance then. We need to get below that bearish bar. Okay, I've got a parcel coming. Excuse me a sec. I'm just going to let this go. Okay, sorry. Okay, possible triple test. This needs to finish bearish. The thing is, it's going to take me out for a tick. I know it is. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to give it a few extra ticks. I don't mind risking those few extra ticks because I can see an order at 15, a short order at 15. So let's just put it back. I know what it's going to do. I can see orders at 15 on Bookmap. So I think it may hit them and come down. So I'm going to give it an extra, it's an extra $100 risk. So it's a tactical goes sideways. Yeah, I'm not doing it out of panic. It's a tactical thing because I can see orders, and a lot of times it'll push up, hit those orders, and then move down. There's lots of orders down here, so it's a tactical move. Whereas before, I panicked and moved my stop. I'm not panicking now. It may go up because there's liquidity there. See, it may go up and hit that midline and then come down. So we'll see. Struggling to get below that EMA. If it gets to that bearish bar there, it may be okay. I'm tempted to get out of it because it is stacking up somewhat. Trouble is, it is a second entry short and it's a nice bar. A lot of the times it will do that and eventually it will pay off. Yeah, it's a 50-50. If I win, it's not looking so good now, is it? I lose an extra 100 if I lose, but if I win, not only do I not take the loss, I get a win. So it's a kind of tactical thing. When it goes sideways, I think it will come down, but sometimes it will pick off that liquidity. See, the only one I can see there is 15. Now, there is a triple test there, so that may send it down now. Sometimes these, channel down, 2 pushes up, sometimes these trades do hold and they do eventually work. Thought I was going to work then. That's a shame. Channel down, 2 pushes up, 1, 2, 3 attempts and down. I'll see. Yeah, a lot of the times it will pick off these areas of liquidity. The only reason I've moved that there is because I've been watching Bookmap a lot, and it makes a lot of sense. You can see there's some orders down here, but a lot of the times it will pop up, clear out that liquidity, and if it's 15, it'll take out all those stops before it drops. So it is, if I put it where it is and it hits my stop, I'm going to be down $300 to $500, whatever it is. Now, if I give it an extra $100 risk per account, not only may it work, it would keep me in profit. It would make me money and stop me the loss. So it's a technical thing. I'm not panicking at all. And when it goes sideways, a lot of the times it will pick off this liquidity and then drop. So it's a technical thing. I mean, if it would have gone through there a couple of times, I'd have probably gone out for break even. Thing is, if I give it extra risk and sat and wait through all of this, I might as well try and take some profit out of it. on, drop. Clearly see it struggling to get up. Trouble is, it's going up, down, up, down. You never know where it's gonna turn. It may just go up, take some stops out, and then drop. Okay, it's hit those orders. Let's see what happens now. It's going to take me for sure. Ah, well. It was a
Order filled.
well. It was a tactical. I don't know what that is. That's a bit frustrating, but there you go. One of my orders is still. Wait a second. Disconnect. Lost it. Yeah, I think a couple of other people took that as well. Yeah, they're all closed. Okay, that's a fair loss for me, so I'm going to knock it on the head today. It does happen, but I'm not panicking. I'm not worried about it. It happens. There's no point now. It looks like it's going to work. So I'm going to knock it on the head there for today. I'm going to go and do a few things at home. So I'll leave you guys to it. So best of luck to you. And I'll catch up with you guys same time tomorrow. Bye for now.